Hi guys, in this tutorial we are going to learn hierarchical inheritance. When more than one derived class are created from one single base class, this type of is called hierarchical inheritance. So let's see in this graph that is A class is our parent class and there are three child class or derived class. That is B, C and D class are our child class or our derived class. So whenever we have a more than one derived class or child class, this type of is called as hierarchical inheritance. Okay, let's see an example how this was actually. Let's say I have a base class. Let's say I have a base class, class parent, class parent. Then I'll create a method. Let's say func one is method passing the self parameter is first parameter as we know that. Then I'll print this function is in parent class. Okay, so I create a method that is inside the parent class, that is our func1 method. Then this is our base class. As you know that in hierarchical inheritance there should be one base class or one called as a parent. Okay. And let's say create a child class. Let's say class child one. Then inside the parameter, then I should pass the our parent class name or our base class. The base class name is parent. Okay. Then next we have to create a method. Let's say my method name is func2. First the first parameter should be self. Then print this function is in child class 1. Alright. And next create another derived class 2 or child class 2. Let's say class child 2. In passing the inside this parenthesis, I have to pass our parent class name. Parent class name is parent. And create another method inside the our child 2. Let's say my method is func3. First the self parameter should be the first parameter. Then create a print statement. That is this function is in child class 2. Okay. Next, we know that after creating our derived class, then we should most initialize our object. So let's say my object is object one. Then let's say derived class, as you know that this is our child one, and again object is object two, that is child two. Okay. So as you know that as we have two derived class, then we have to initialize both twice. All right. Then next we have to call our method using our object. So we can do that. So object, first object is object one. Then method is func one. Then another is object one. Then func two. Inside this object one, there is two method. That is first method is inside our parent class, that is func one, and inside the child class one, that is our func two. Alright. Then we can call the derived class method. So we can do object two dot func one, then object two dot func three. Because in object 2, that is our method is inside our derived class 2 or child class 2, that is our func3 method. So whenever we run, this will give the output that this function in the first method in this is object 1 dot func1 method, the output is this function is in parent class. Because whenever I func1, that method is inside our this this are base class or parent class, that is this print statement, that is the function is parent class. So whenever I call the second line, that is object under func2 method, it will call the child class method, child class 1 method. The principal will be this function is in child class 1. Okay, and whenever I call this third line, that is the object2 dot func1 method, so it will call the again this function is in parent class because that is derived from this parent class. That is this one. And again, if I call the object2.func3 method, so that will be called that this one, that is child class 2 method, or this is derived class 2. Okay, so this will be this function is in child class 2. So this type of inheritance is called hierarchical inheritance because there are more than one child class or derived class. Okay, in the next session we are going to talk about the more deeply about the hierarchical inheritance.